Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Kelley, candidate for mayor of the city of Wilmington. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about my background, some values, and growing up, some different, some information that you may not know about Kevin, but you'll find it hopefully informative and get to know me a little bit better. I lived in the 6th District just about my entire life. I was born in Jacksonville, Florida, and my mom came back to Browntown. I grew up with a single mom named Kathleen Kelley. She worked for Hercules for about over 30 years and then also had a part-time job to help make ends meet. I remember she was downsized by Hercules when corporate America started. It was time to let go of folks who had put a lot of good time and efforts into them, but we've learned through that. But growing up, I went to St. Elizabeth's grade school. I walked to school every day. It was a great experience there. Got a good Catholic education foundation. Taught me a lot about faith and how to treat people, and always to try and start looking out to serve other people as you needed to be. I started playing probably sports when I was young. Grew up and hung around a lot in the old Cedar Hill playground, Brown Park, White Street Park wasn't then, and the old West End Park as we used to call it when we were growing up. But after St. Elizabeth's, I decided I didn't want to stay in St. Elizabeth's. I think I had wanted a little different change. A lot of my friends were going to Del Castle and public high school, so I wanted to join them. So I went to Wilmington High, and it was a little bit of a different experience. I remember the first day I went to school, I got jumped. Somebody wanted my bus tickets because they were a valuable commodity there, and you could ride the dark bus for free back and forth. But over the time at Wilmington High, I got to meet a lot of diverse people, and was probably the greatest 4 years I had. We were in a thing called Project Expansion that prepared us for college. We were in mods, and we weren't in like the traditional classroom that most students were in the school. It was a great experience. Then in high school, in 12th grade, I decided, you know what, I'm ready to graduate. I play basketball every day. Why don't I give it a whirl and try out for the team? And luckily enough, I did. I tried out for the team and made the team. So my senior year, I played on what was the championship basketball team at that time. We won the finals over Howard, which was great. It's a great experience. I still see people to this day that, say, you were on that team, you were the guy sitting on the end of the bench there that didn't get in much time. I said, yeah, but it was well worth it. But my experience at Wilmington High kind of led me to be able to prepare for college. I actually went to the University of Delaware for a little bit and didn't like it. Wasn't me, and didn't do well in school. Then after that, I moved on and went to Delaware Technical Community College. So there I majored in accounting. I was always very good with numbers and liked money like everybody else, just didn't have any. While I was in college, I had a part-time job. My part-time jobs were in the playgrounds. I worked at Michael's Park during the summer and Pulaski School during the winter. They were my two jobs that I did. And really for me, it was kind of like I hung in both of those places the whole time I was younger. It was the greatest thing in the world now to get paid for what I used to do in there all the time. I also went to the Boys and Girls Club at Frame when it was first built to be able to do some things. But had some jobs there that I did while I was in college, then graduated from Del Tech and decided to go to Goldey Beacom College. So went to Goldey Beacom College and got a 4-year degree in accounting, which helped me prepare for the path that I have now. But all that relates to, one thing I always found, as I told people when I was growing up, I always listened to my mother. She told me what to do. I paid attention to her, whether it meant the right thing or not. I was never out on the streets running around late at night. During the day I ran around, had fun. But I always, listened to my mother, and I always studied. I was pretty smart in school, a little bit of a heck raiser, as they would call it, learning-wise with other kids in the classroom, always causing trouble, cutting jokes. But all that education got me ready for where I'm at today. And I tell the young people who are out there watching this, you can go to college, you can do whatever you want. Don't let that ride on that bus get you down, or that somebody in your class that isn't as smart as you, or hey, you know what? It is okay to be smart. That's what we want, smart young people. But also don't forget where you came from. You know what I mean? As you go in life, know where you came from. I never forgot where I came from. I just grew up from a single mom. I'm just a kid who hung around in Browntown, able to do the right things and connect with the right people, and people looked out for me to keep me out of trouble. So that's what I ask you to do. It's a good city. We want people to be able to raise their kids here. We want young people to know that they can succeed, in life with what needs to happen. I'm proud. I'm married, been married for 23 years. I have 3 boys myself. It's tough raising kids. They've had their share of struggles, but they're doing well. They're all, educated, all graduated from high school, going to college and trying to make themselves better to see what happens. So as I said, when you look at all this and package in who you're going to vote for mayor, consider that. I'm a humble guy. I'm a humble person. I always have been humble. But one thing about, myself, I'm out to try and help anybody who wants to do better with themselves. I'll be willing to listen to you, come out and do, and tell you how it was like for me, what my experience has taught me and how I was able to grow and stumble and grow and move forward and move forward. Now look at me. I got to pinch myself sometimes that I'm running for mayor. I can't figure it out, but you know what? We're going to have fun and we're going to win. Thanks.